You just paid $10 for a Suno Pro subscription. You typed a prompt, hit generate, and 30 seconds later the AI gave you a song that sounds like a hit. You're already imagining it on Spotify. Maybe Netflix, maybe a viral TikTok. After all, you paid for the Pro plan, and Suno's website says you now have general commercial terms. That means you own the song, right? Wrong. Right now, millions of creators are falling into a massive legal trap because they do not understand the difference between a commercial license and a copyright. Believing these two things are the same could literally ruin your music career, get your songs stripped from streaming platforms, and land you in legal trouble. Today, I am going to break down exactly how Suno's rules work in plain English. We are going to cover what your paid subscription actually buys you, why the US government says you don't own your AI music, and the hidden traps hidden deep inside Suno's terms of service that could steal your original lyrics. Finally, I'll show you exactly how professional producers are navigating this to protect themselves. Let's start with the basics. What is a commercial license? Think of a commercial license as a permission slip from Suno. When you pay for a Pro or Premier plan, Suno is handing you a contract that says, "We give you permission to take the audio generated on our website and use it to make money." This allows you to upload the song to YouTube, put it on Spotify, or use it in a paid advertisement, and Suno promises they won't sue you or ask for a cut of your profits. But there is a massive rule here that most beginners miss. Your commercial rights are tied strictly to your subscription status at the exact moment you hit the generate button. I call this the locked at birth rule. If you are on the free, basic tier, Suno's rules state that the music is for personal, non-commercial use only. You cannot monetize it. Now, here is the trap. Let's say you generate a really amazing song on the free tier. You love it so much that you immediately pull out your credit card and upgrade to the Pro tier so you can release it. It does not work. That song was generated while you were a free user. Its legal status is permanently locked as non-commercial. It will never be commercial ready, even if you are paying for Pro right now. If you want to monetize that specific song, your only safe option is to regenerate it completely from scratch while your paid plan is active. Okay, so if you are on a paid plan and Suno gives you a commercial license, doesn't that mean you own the copyright? Absolutely not. This is where things get dangerous. A commercial license comes from a private contract with a company. A copyright comes from federal law. A commercial license gives you permission to make money. A copyright gives you the legal ownership required to stop someone else from stealing your song. If you look closely at Suno's terms of service, they say that for paid users, they assign to you all of their rights, title, and interest in the output. That sounds great. It sounds like they are handing you the ownership. But a few lines down, there is a giant legal asterisk. Suno explicitly states they make zero promises that a copyright actually exists in the output. Why would they say that? Because they know how the law works. Under US federal law, a copyright can only be granted to a work of human authorship. A machine cannot own a copyright. You might think, well, I wrote the prompt, so I am the author. The US Copyright Office has firmly rejected that argument. Think of it like this. If you hand a camera to a monkey, and the monkey accidentally hits the button and takes a beautiful picture, you don't own the copyright to that picture. You didn't take it. The monkey isn't human, so it can't own it either. The picture simply belongs to the public domain. The government views your text prompt the exact same way. Typing "make a sad country song about a dog" is just handing the camera to the monkey. You are giving instructions, but the AI is doing the actual execution. Because a human didn't play the notes, sing the melodies, or arrange the chords, a 100% AI-generated song has no human author. Therefore, it goes straight into the public domain. So what does this mean for you in the real world? It means if you generate a hit song on Suno and upload it to Spotify, a massive YouTuber with 10 million subscribers can download your song, put it in their video, and make thousands of dollars off it. And you can't do a single thing to stop them. You cannot issue a copyright strike because you don't legally own the song, you just have a license to use it. It also means you cannot submit these songs to record labels, TV networks, or sync licensing agencies. These companies require you to sign a contract guaranteeing that you own 100% of the intellectual property. If you hand them an AI song, you are legally lying to them. Now, let's talk about two hidden traps in Suno's recently updated terms of service that you absolutely need to know about. Trap number one is your lyrics. Let's say you are a brilliant songwriter. You write 100% original lyrics, totally from scratch, from your own brain. You paste them into Suno's custom lyric box to generate a song. Because you wrote the lyrics, you technically own the copyright to those words as a literary work. But if you read Suno's terms, they separate everything into submissions and output. Output is the music the AI makes. Submissions are the things you type in your prompts and your lyrics. The terms state that by using the service, you grant Suno a worldwide, royalty-free, perpetual, and irrevocable license to use, modify, distribute, and perform your submissions. You still own your lyrics, but you just gave Suno the legal right to use your original words inside their ecosystem, to train their models, and to promote their business, forever, without ever paying you a dime. Trap number 2 is the remix feature. Inside Suno, there are features that allow other users to remix your tracks. If you activate this, you are stepping into a legal minefield. Suno's rules clearly state that if someone remixes your track, it becomes a joint work, owned equally by both of you. But it gets worse. According to the terms, any remix made using these features is strictly for personal, non-commercial use only. It does not matter if both of you are paying for the highest premier tier. The moment a track is remixed inside Suno's system, it is stripped of its commercial rights. You can never legally monetize it. If you want to keep your music safe and commercial ready, turn off all allow remix features in your settings and keep your profile private. So, with all these traps, missing copyrights, and public domain rules, how do you actually use Suno without ruining your business? You have to stop treating Suno as a final product and start treating it as a tool. Here are 3 rules to protect yourself. Rule number 1. Always register your lyrics first. If you write great lyrics, register them with your local copyright office or your performing rights organization before you ever paste them into an AI prompt. That way, if there is ever a dispute, you have a paper trail proving your human authorship existed before the AI touched it. Rule number 2. Treat Suno as a demo generator. If you have big plans for a song like pitching it for a commercial or a label, do not use the raw AI audio. Generate the idea in Suno, figure out the vibe, and then take it to a real producer, or rebuild it yourself using your own instruments and your own voice. By recreating the song yourself, you inject human authorship back into the music, allowing you to legally copyright the final recording. Rule number 3. Build a legal black box. Document everything. Save your original prompts. Keep your subscription receipts. Take screenshots of Suno's terms of service on the exact day you generate a track. AI law is changing every single month. If a streaming platform or a label ever challenges your right to release a song, this documentation is your only defense. AI isn't going to replace musicians, but it is going to change the business. It's an incredible tool for breaking writer's block and testing ideas, but it is not a magic shield that gives you instant ownership of art you didn't create. Understand the contract. Know your rights. Use the AI, but do not let the AI use you. By the way, if you want to take this further, come join us over at the AI with TechZnap community. We just opened up our official Discord server and Patreon. It's a place for us to hang out, share what we're creating, and help each other grow. Whether you're a free member or looking to support the channel, I'd love to see you there. Head over to the Patreon link in the description to grab your Discord invite and get started. If this breakdown helped you understand the messy world of AI music, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below letting me know what you would like me to cover next on AI music. Keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.